I'm Mark Wood and you're watching Mariners TV.
Lee goes well saying a really disappointing afternoon, disappointing result. What did you make of the game overall?
I didn't think it was a 4-1, that's for sure. Look, I'm not going to stand here and try and make out like all is rosy in the garden, because it's obviously not. But you know, you look at the first half today. Again, we were the better side throughout the first half. They've hit a wonder strike from 35, 40 yards. And again, times like this when things aren't quite going the way you want them to, generally, you know, it seems to be compounded by things like that. And you know, obviously we've got ourselves back in the game. We've got an equaliser. I thought, you know, after that, for the first 5-10 minutes after the equaliser, we were starting to apply some real pressure, and then we've got caught on the break, and then, you know, the last two goals, of course, are really disappointing. But we're chasing the game at that stage. We made some silly decisions, and obviously the scorelines ended up as it was. So look, this is a test for us, and we've all got to be ready to stand up to the test. Football is never easy. You know, there's always going to be different things that get thrown at you, different challenges, different tests, and yeah, this is a big test for us. Big test for me, big test for Graham, and Brian, and the rest of the staff. Big test for all the players. And you know, I'm being serious here. I'm looking forward to proving people wrong, because there'll no doubt be the doubters and the naysayers who will jump all over the top of this, and they can do whatever they want. All I'm focused on right now is proving people wrong between now and the end of the season. There are 15 games to go this season. I don't know any team in this league that are in a better position than us after 27 games. And we've got 15 games to win this league. And both myself, Graham, Bry, and the rest of the players, we've got to get the bit between our teeth, and we're going to be ready to prove people wrong.
Because it's times like these as well that everyone needs to stick together, don't they, internally
absolutely.
as well.
And we will stick together in that dressing room. People outside of that dressing room can do whatever they want, whether it's fans, whoever it wants, who it might be. People outside of our dressing room can do whatever they want, but we're going to stick together. We've got a fantastic group of lads in that dressing room who are hurting right now. Yeah, there's lots of things we need to put right. Again, I'm not standing here saying that, you know, trying to paper over the cracks, so to speak. There are things that we need to change. There are things that we need to put right, and we'll put them right. And we will stick together. And in some ways, come the end of the season, if we do achieve what we want to achieve, it'll be made all the sweeter by the tests, the inevitable tests that get thrown your way throughout the course of a 42-game season. So I'm quite happy to stand here saying that I'm ready for the challenge. I know for a fact that Graham and Bry, and you know, we'll find out how many of those players in that dressing room are ready for this challenge. But football can change so quickly. You know, we're on a bit of a, you know, talk about peaks and troughs all the time. We're in a bit of a trough at the moment. There's no two ways about it. But that can change really quickly, and that has to be our aim, to get back the right side of the line, and that will inevitably, you know, start to breed some more confidence. Some players need to start believing in themselves a little bit more, and start, you know, when the chips are down, you can come out with their shells rather than fade in the background. But that's what we've got to do. We've got to rise to the challenge now and go from here.
And one of the challenges of that second half was Darius Asai having to come off.
Yeah, so again, you know, never rains but it pours, so to speak. You know, but we've just got to deal with it. We don't know, you know, before you ask the question, we don't know to what extent Darius has hurt his hamstring, and you know, to be fair to him, I thought he looked really sharp and was making a positive impact on the game, and you know, so he's really disappointed at the moment. We'll see how that settles down over the next couple of days. Yeah, and then we've got to look at hopefully getting one or two other bodies back. You know, Blair Adams is a big player for us. John Shaw's a big player for us. Gary Brown's just coming back. Phil Turnbull's a big player for us. Josh Gilly's a big player for us. You know, we need, you know, the sooner we get those lads back, the better. So yeah, you know, we'll see how those injuries progress over the next few days.
A crowd of over 2,000 here today as well. I guess despite the result, you must be still really proud of the way the club continues to grow off the pitch and the way the crowd.
Yeah, of course, I know how much work goes in. You know, as you know, Dan. You know, both myself and Graham were at a local school yesterday, and you know we haven't done that very often. But that's something that just goes on behind the scenes all the time, and it's an amazing amount of work and kind of you know, good spirit that is put out there into the community, and you know, to see so many young people here today was great. We're just obviously very disappointed not to give them the result that everybody was looking for today.
Just finding the next games on Tuesday, tomorrow with the Integral Cup. What can the fans expect in that one, do you think, and what will you be looking for in that game?
Well, obviously what we're looking for is to get back to winning ways. You know, it's we haven't won since the Lancaster game now, so we need to get back to winning ways ASAP, and you know, wins breed confidence. So we've got to go into Tuesday's game with a focus of, you know, winning that game of football, and then hopefully we can take some more, you know, some extra confidence into the game on Saturday.